Hello YouTube. Not ride as much as I normally do. Getting a couple rides in, but not everything's not on video. This morning I came out to check the direction of the headlight because what I recently did a clutch replacement. And along with the clutch replacement, before I get too far ahead of myself, in light of the pandemic, this is Doctors Community Hospital. I've been thinking about doing a video from here for a while just because of what's going on, everything that's going on. So this had a nice empty parking lot with a good view of the hospital. And I like riding during the sunrise. So I had to do a clutch replacement. And this is my shabby job of the seal, putting it back together. But I did it myself. When I took the fairing off, the tiger tail on the bottom underneath the exhaust, the belly pan, that plastic had completely broken off and I wasn't able to remount it. So I brought that one off of eBay. It's black with the laser cut. It actually got here in about a month. Got here pretty quick, maybe 3 weeks. I was going for the look of blending in, but it blends in so much that at a distance you can't even see it. Since I had the fairing off and I had broken the back of the high beam mounting for the high beam bulb, I had to get a whole new headlight housing. And I had to repoint the headlight. So now I still need to point the high beam, but the low beam is just right. And previously, the original screen that was here, I didn't like that. It looked pretty cheap. So I bought these off of eBay as well. They're close to the stock look. And I cut the old screen out that came with the Chinese fairings. And I used, some JB Whale. And I molded it to the shape of the intake and got that in there. It was a great idea until I went to go put the fairing back on. Hopefully I can put some pictures in when I edit this up. But because I added the screen to the back of the nose fairing, it wouldn't rest on the intake ducts perfectly like it did before. It took about an 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch, which means this seam wouldn't come back down again. It wouldn't line back up at all on either side. So I had to cut the intake ducts to cut away that gap that I created so the fairing would go back on, and it was a pain in the butt. So everything's back together now. The problem with the clutch is that when I took the bike apart, one of the clutch bolts, the clutch spring bolts, was loose. And I've been riding around like that for I don't know how long. So when I put it back together, one clutch spring bolt broke off inside the clutch support bolt. And of course that part was on national back order. So I waited about 3 weeks calling the bike shop every other day until I ordered a second part from Bike Bandit and they told me it was on national back order. And I'm addicted to riding, so I couldn't wait. So I took the bike back apart because I had to put together loosely to keep the dust and stuff out. And then I took a hook and I stuck the hook inside the clutch support bolt and I dug the screw out and I twisted it until it backed all the way out itself. I had ordered 6 brand new clutch spring bolts, so I put those 6 brand new clutch spring bolts, so hopefully I can put a picture in. And I put that into on top of the clutch. So now everything's back together, everything's running good. I'm gonna see how well this tiger tail holds out. And I'm waiting for this sunrise. And I don't know if the sunrise is gonna be on camera because I'm pretty much done. The clutch, the headlight, the intake, and the tiger tail. And honestly, that's because of the pandemic, everyone's life has been affected. I don't think things are truly gonna go back to normal. We're now looking for a new, sustainable normal. So I got the parking lot to myself for the most part. The employees at a hospital in a professional building be here shortly, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But the tiger tail blends in so well that unless you're looking for it, you can't even see it. I don't know if I nailed what I was looking for or what. It looks a little bit better from this point, but it doesn't really, you know, grab your eye. I was looking for a contrast, and I got it. It blends and it disappears. So that's all I got. See how my editing goes.